Well, hello everyone, and welcome to the Banner Saga. So we'll be streaming this today, and this is also one of my favorite games, like Dark Souls. And since the second part will be coming out on April, oh yeah. So this is just saying it's kind of like RPG. It's gonna change between what you pick. So let's let this go. The gods are dead. In their wake, man and giant survive through a tedious alliance, driving black destroyers called Dredge deep into the northern wastes. I suck at reading, I'm sorry. Now it's an era of growth and trade. Life goes on. Only one thing has stopped: the sun. Dun dun dun.
It has been several long months on the road. The first signs of snowfall accost us on our approach to Strand, largest of the trade cities on the Val-human borders, and our last collection before returning to the capital. Several days ago, the sun simply came to a stop in the sky. Though during these long winter days, none of us can be certain how long it has been this way. Some of the men in the caravan have taken it as a dire omen. I am not quick to superstition, but I myself will be glad to be done with this year's rounds. We have been warned by stranded travelers about brigands on the path through Ridgehorn, our road home. Our captain seems unconcerned. Perhaps he is as eager as I to be done here. We will rest here this day and inquire further when we speak to the governor.
So I do love the art in this game. It's quite amazing. He arrived just in time. The chieftain, Red, and his men are now looking for a tougher fight than they bargained for. Drag around the screen to see your surroundings and click the check mark to continue. So that's... Portraits show order of initiation, taking turns from left to right. Your allies are blue, enemy is red. It's your turn to act. Movement happens before action. The ring shows your shield banger is active. The blue tiles around him show where you can move. Some characters fill more tiles than others. These horned allies are races of giants called Varl, who take up 4 tiles each, while humans fill a single tile. This can have a huge impact on strategy. Click the tile you moved, then click check mark confirm. Move your shield banger here to get him to attack into range. To target an enemy, click on the tile which they stand. Allies are blue, enemies are red. The target is this enemy, clicking on the tile. You can choose to either attack the enemy's strength or break his armor. The numbers beneath each icon, 2 and 5, show the damage that you will do to each stat. So he only has 5 life left, and he's got still 4 shields, so we're just gonna kill him, I guess. Strength counts as both health and damage. A loss of 2 strength means you'll do 2 damage less. If strength falls to 0, your character falls in battle. And actually, I think that's one of the coolest mechanics I've seen in one of these games. Armor blocks strength damage, but can be reduced by break attack. By breaking armor, you can open them up to take more damage in the future. Enemy has only 5 strength remaining. A strength attack will kill him. Click the fist to attack his strength and confirm. And he is dead. He's down. Each time you make a kill, your renown grows, which will be used later to improve your characters. After taking action, your turn ends. Next up is the enemy. Turns always alternate, even if you are outnumbered. Sorry about that. Despite being at full strength, the chieftain will do little damage against your shield banger's high armor. Now it's your Warhawk's turn. He appears to be out of range of these enemies. But all characters will use willpower to boost their actions. Willpower is limited resources, to use it wisely. By clicking on the gold tiles, a player will move farther than usual at the cost of 1 willpower per gold tile. Red pulsing tiles underneath your enemy show how close you have to be in range. Move your Warhawk to the range now. So willpower is this, strength, your armor, your exertion, armor break, and ability rank. So we'll move. Standard attacks only affect a single enemy, but your Warhawk has a special ability which gives him a unique advantage. Click on your Warhawk to access his abilities. Clicking on your character's tile will bring up his combat options: move, ability, attack, and turn. Click the purple ability. So Tempest will hit everyone. Ability description appears. Tooltips. The Warhawk's Tempest allows him to slam multiple enemies at once. Select to confirm. Of course. Get wrecked. Make quick work of the chieftain's bodyguards. When there is only one enemy left, players enter a pillage mode. During pillage mode, each character moves in order and there are no more guaranteed turns. Check initiative to see how the order has changed. Your allies will get to move twice in a row. If your character does not move on his turn, he will rest and regain 1 willpower. A chieftain will rest this turn, and it will be his last turn. This looks like the chieftain is in some trouble. Your shield banger won't be able to finish the job with a normal attack, but willpower can be used to boost damage. So click on the chieftain's tile to attack. So click the fists, then click the stars to add willpower. The number of stars abilities are returned by your exertion stat. You see the damage go up as you add willpower. Click the star, and then the green. And done for. Victory. Your foe's lying dead at your feet. Oh, I didn't even get to read it. 5 renown. Forget what that's used for. We'll find out.
Like a rabid wolf, that one. How did it come to this? We fool ourselves believing that peace will last. My grandfather built all this from a poor fishing village, you know. He watched the gods die, watched the chaos that followed, watched man and var slaughter each other, even before the dreads arose. All we've done is traded one struggle for another. Now that there are no more dreads to war against, we war against ourselves. This chieftain meant to kill me, and he's not the first. 12 families in the city would gladly take my chair. This one had men waylaying merchants, both north and south of the city, strangling trade, quite well, I would add, though he denied it to his lust. This sort of wolf doesn't stop biting because the head is cut off. It just grows a new head.
Like a hydra.
I'm in a bad way, my friend. Help me finish this fight and I'll gladly send you on your way with double our king's tithe. Take any men you need. They're loyal. I promise you that. They will meet you down in the proving grounds.
And hello, John Tark. I am reading chat, so yeah. Chapter 1, Only the Sun Has Stopped. So, okay. We're approached by a familiar man who walks in step with you as you leave the Great Hall. He cuts you to the chase. Cuts the chase. There we go. Eric, steward of Strad. I manage the governor's business. Ubin, isn't it? It is. I'm just here for the tithe. What do you want? It is. The governor calls me. The governor tells me you'll be giving us a hand. Seems a bit chaotic. What do you have in mind? I didn't exactly agree. What do you have in mind? Scofflings that you didn't hack up in the Great Hall scattered after you took out their chieftain. So the quick sum up of this game is that it's a story-based game, story-based RPG game, and it's turn-based when it's not. It's turn-based in combat, and then normally you're just in a carriage and you're moving. And so first off, a while ago, the supposed gods were killed, leaving only the humans and the Varl. This guy right here with big horns, and there's lots of them. And then one day the dredge, which are, I don't know how to explain, they're always in armor, so it's hard to say what they actually look like, came from the north and attacked, and then the Varl and the humans fought together against the dredge. But then they're gone now, so now they're fighting with each other, and the past couple days the sun has stopped and now people are confused. So didn't hack up your hall, they left. Everyone wants to make sure they stay down. Was hoping you'd join me at the marketplace by the docks. If there's anyone left to worry about, I know who can tell us. Alright, I guess we're going to the docks. So click the market tent. And I love how they make them in the runic letters. Maybe if I get around to Dragon Fable. I might, but that'll be a long time from now. Because I'm going to be doing this and Dark Souls, and then once I beat those, I'll be doing Dark Souls 3 and the Banner Saga 2. And after that, I'll see where I am. So, renown, moral, supplies, options, general stuff. So let's go to the market. Let me handle this, says Eric. You meander through rows of open-faced houses, eroded stalls, colored canvases flap on brandy current. One man, particular blanches you as you approach. I can't even talk. Hot, I'm not in the mood for today. For what? For talking to an idiot. Skelton's chieftain bleed out about an hour ago, howled. So when you tell me what rat anus the rest of them crawling back into, nobody's gonna try to kill you this time. I don't talk to, they don't talk to me. Just let it continue, I guess. Eric overturns his flimsy table, scattering Holland's assortments of junk across the ground. Gods! Eric, laying in a bit heavy, don't you think? Where the Scalflings? Nobleman, by the east wall. That was months ago, last I know. Skald walks away with a wave of Eric's hand, gathering things from his hoof, disappearing for a while until this blows over. You figure your bodyguard steps forward. Are we done here? Gundulf. Gundulf. Were you wearing green back at the Great Hall? No, I just bought them here while you were walking around. Why? You look like a frog. No reason. They look good. I'm gonna go with he looks like a frog. Yes, that rat anus. Better than an eggplant. That's great. Gundulf goes to look at more stalls. Eric, this man of yours seems unreliable at best. A blind dog wouldn't trust Had, but he used to be Scalfing. If they're licking their wounds, they've probably gone old haunts, not new ones. Nobleman is a meat hall? Best I can tell, the name's ironic. Listen, I know a guy who would love to put a few of those scowls in the ground. I'm gonna find him and meet you here. Should we have an approach of some sort? Where is this place again? After this, I'm done here. Probably an approach. What a luxury. Come on, you've already mopped up the worst today. Just make sure the governor remembers his promise. Double the usual tithe. I'll remember him. Remind him. So, the meat house, I guess. You arrive in front of what must be noblemen. A few minutes later, Eric appears with a withered, beaten man introduced as Valgrud. I point them out. Eric says over his shoulder, ready? Let's go. You're walking through the front door. I'd rather sit this one out. Well, I mean, we're kind of humongous, so I guess we can't. We're all gonna have to walk through the front door. That's the spirit, says Valgrud. Okay, here we go. Valgrud boots the front door open so hard it wouldn't close again without repair. As you enter the hall, Eric is ready at the head of the table with his axe drawn, wide-eyed. Drunken scallops scramble to find their own weapons, turn tables, and mead steins in the process. I'm gonna kick some ass. Oh, and you can even see the guys moving down here. So here we go. Click a unit to deploy them on any of the blue tiles. When units are all successfully deployed, you click the ready button to battle. So we can move these guys around a little bit, I guess. He's an axe, he has an axe. I guess, whatever. We'll just stay ready. Forget what everyone does. I'll move forward a little bit. So Stonewall does what? Blocks 2 damage per hit, 1 round. Yeah, I guess we'll do that. Oh, and that also takes a willpower. And what do we have for abilities here? Rally. Gives 2 willpower to any... Ooh. Attack. Oh, we already have a lot of willpower. But... I guess we can go over here. 5 and 7, so we'll give it to him. And our shield bearer will move him up and take this guy out. Attack. Take out the shields first. I don't think he has a decent shield break though. And our other guy, or whatever his name is, he is I forget, whatever. But we're just gonna move him here. And can I attack now? Just end our turn there. Nah. Let's deal with this guy first. Straight 6. No need to go extra there. And he's done for. Ooh. That's new. Or interesting. So we'll bust, I think, this guy? Yeah. So we only have 1 armor break, so it would be more effective to do more damage. I guess keep moving them forward. Sure, why not? So willpower does not go from next battle to next battle, I assume. Alright, let's just straight up attack him. And I don't have an extra willpower? Oh, I don't have any. Okay, that's what I thought. Let's take down this guy over here. Straight 5. Done for. Extra renown. Take him out. That'll be easy. Straight damage. But later on, we will need to get more damage into the shield break. And if I have not said this before, I did beat this before. It was last year, so I'm a little hazy on it, but it is a really good game. Why are they red? I think he's stonewalled, is that why? Sure. Oh, they're stonewalling together. Okay, that's how that works. Definitely we're gonna hit both these guys up. That's their health showing right there. Yeah. Do them damages. Oh, I didn't kill him. He's got 1 health left. So take this guy out. I'll also take this guy out. I love how they use their axe. It's just full swing, you're gonna die. Yeah, we'll take him out. We'll strike him. Hyro, I haven't really talked to Hyro in like a month. I have over Snapchat, but not that much. I don't know, he's been doing real life stuff. He said he's joined the volleyball team, so you know. This stack. Oh, that's only gonna do 90% chance to actually hit it. So we'll do a shield break. Yeah, so he's not been around. I haven't talked to him that much either. And we'll just wait on him. Full shield break there. And we're just gonna take him out to lunch and make him pay the bill. Ooh, get wrecked. Your renown grows. Motions, Eric A. Bye. Oh, okay, don't let me read. Nice. There. Gods be damned. I've washed off this blood. Eric looking out the town's windows into the bay. A fleet of longships approaches with sails of bold reds and blues. One banner I know well. Wagner. Next for Vulcan ship last we spoke. The other flag looks important. Yeah, important guests. See what I deal with all day long? All things make little sense. You hoped I'd have a stake. I say everything's fine when the royal guests arrive. Not me, the governor. No, I have to make sure that there are no rotting bodies or pools of entrails still in the Great Hall before they come by. Can I ask you one more favor? No, sure, why not? If you happen to stall our guest down the docks, I wouldn't object. Maybe I will. Eric and Valdgar rustle to the meat house. To his credit, Eric loses the barkeep a spar of silver for the mess. You give a apologetic shrug, and you go to greet the new arrivals down at the docks. That's why I love these kind of games. It incorporates the beauty of writing along with fantastic visuals. Really why it's one of my favorite things. Alright, so back to the docks. Those look cool. Wagner. Familiar Vala steps from the docks. In your mind, you recall a much younger version trampling on the grounds of Grofheim, abundant in purpose. Gods, Ubin, you look ancient. By the way, guys, is the music and the game too loud? I don't know. I can't really tell. It's a little loud for me, but I don't know if that's coming out on your end. Comes with being old. And there is Wagner. There must be Hakon. Must there? Still bleeding tributes from the poor and stupid old ox. At what age do you lose your sense of shame? Jornder demands it. I butchered that right there. I'll take over lingering to death in Grofheim. Speak of, I have no sense that you were so far from home. I just returned from Abergron. In fact, I'm glad for it. Harkin motions to the other ships in the bay, sails still flustering. Golden wolf heads ablaze on red. Men of the king of men or someone on his behalf. The king's whelp. Haha. The king's son, Ludin. Do you know him, Skrednir? Alright, that's good. Yeah, the music does go up and down. It's kind of hard. We visit his capital, he visits ours. It's how you make alliances these days. It's a miserable waste of time. Yes, Hakon. Has it. I'd almost forgotten. It's a good thing you're around, Hakon. You're going to Grofhem. You're going to Grofhem? I have a distinct feeling I've finished my business in Strahd and was heading there myself. We should caravan. We should. Give it a day. In better circumstance. I drink a week away, but let's just be done. Find me tomorrow at the gates. What he's trying to say is the price is a delight to behold. Where's Murg? Mogr? I don't know. Hakon, have him find a place to put up the warriors. I'm heading over to meet the governor. A host of giants depart in this week. You recognize a few and others are strangers to you. Yes, I'm off to find Morg. We're gonna call him Morg. Let's see you in the morning, Skrednir. I'll be along. The young prince of men ambushes the ship. Ambles from his ship. He brushes off his tunic, scanning the beach with low eyelids. Ludin looks for all the world the sort of boy who grew up pulling his legs from spiders. The long road between Grofhem should be more interesting than most years, do you think? Aw. You should definitely try it out. It's a great game. I do recommend it. And see you next time, John. Weariness suddenly settles in, and you chuckle to yourself about what an odd day it's been. One of the governor's men at the Great Hall could find you a place to sleep. On the other hand, if you're going to join Vagnig's caravan tomorrow, it might not hurt to share a drink with Hakon or introduce yourself to the prince they spoke so highly of. So, click the talk icon to conversation with one of your heroes. So, I guess we'll talk to the prince. He's pretty good at that with the spear, so. This is the right place? Question mark. You find the prince at the inn, guards blinking the building, covered in sharp-eyed Varl who must be working for Ludin. A woman in red eventually waves you over and stands nearby, arms crossed. Greetings, Prince Ludin. Yes, you're Vagnar. I don't remember you. You're with Vagnar. I don't remember you. Not exactly. I've known Vagnar a long time. I'll be joining you back to Grofhem with my guards. Ludin looks up for the first time. The woman does not react. Oh, isn't he a beautiful person? Oh, yeah. Why? I work for the king. Carried Tice to the capital. Be crushed by chance. Oh, a tax collector. Fine company. What do you want? Introduce myself, learn more about him. I have a habit of recording history. I thought we might talk about your visit. Sure. A Varl historian? Ah, don't you already know? Your king and mine have been practically trumping it throughout the cities. I've been on the road a while, I'm afraid. Ludin takes a deep sigh. Weathered and ungracious, you are certain. Maybe both. A formality mostly. Vagnar came to our capital in Abergan, and now we're going to the Varl's capital in Grofheim to cement this grand alliance for the next stage of men in Varl. Sounds uncovetous. There's no need for it. It's damned cold up here. You get the sense he's struggling not to complain outright. You take the opportunity to excuse yourself. Now we can go talk to both, yay. It's Skrednir. You find Hakon in a mead house surrounding by other Varls. Strahd is no stranger to Varl, but rarely sees this many. Hakon waves you over. Went straight for a flagon. Vagnar's. Oh my god, these names. I'm gonna somehow figure these out. Vagnar's the one who's agreed to pass up a drink. I wasn't invited to the governor's hall anyway. You already missed the massacre? Every year I make the rounds tax collecting. Every year it's the human settlements that give me trouble. No surprise. What's this time? When I got there, the Great Hall was already full of bodies. We added a few more. Of course. You know. Oh, I didn't notice his eyes actually move. That's pretty cool. Ah, humans. I guess I've only lived long enough for a Yox fart. I might be desperate to make something out of myself, too. It's not too late to start trying, Hakan. Hakan slips a slow chuckle, and any Varl recount his deed, know that he is counting a sway through the dredge at Wagner's side in the Second War, and regularly since then. Down here, I'm a glorified bodyguard. You might have a point, just another reason to go back to Grovheim. Soon enough, I imagine. You drink until the meat house becomes overbearing, then you step back into the cold air outside. Nothing like the cold air. The Great Hall. At dawn, you're awoken by a delivery of goods. At least you think it's dawn. Damn hard to tell when the sun nearly moves. The governor's crest adorns the supply leathers. All there, just promised your mind to mild surprise. You wonder if Eric has had anything to do with that. More renowned? Wonderful. Your guards take the treasure wagon down to the gates. Wagner is already here, while later Ludin and his men appear groggy and disheveled. Morg steps forward. Wagner's quartermaster. If you recall correctly, he's in charge of unwavering courage of warriors. You know him, if only in passing. He asks if you're ready to depart. We're ready. You follow Morg and join the others. Usually smaller doors set in the gates would be enough to enter or leave the city, but the town's guards have been told to push them open entirely. They mutter things under their breaths that they are best not heard. Perhaps by the governor expected you to draw a crowd, but there's nothing of the sort, just frustration. Tired people. It summarizes Strat as well, you think. As a whole, you think. So here's Strat, and here's our banner. Or there's our banner. This is our caravan. More beautiful landscapes. So, days of supplies. It's the day. Morale. Clansmen, we only have fighters and mostly Varl. And Vedderfell. Kieran stops for the day. A gift, says Morg, cracking open meat cases from our gracious friend the governor of Strahd. Hours pass with the conscious laughter as its meats pass through the camp. Drink a lot, drink a little, toast to Wagner. I think we'll just toast. Keep our morale high. You raise your drink, toasting in the alliance between the men and Varl. The others join in. Ludin's expression is like a stone wall, but others laugh at your endearing. Eventually, you sit beside Wagner. Chat with him, drink merrily, go easy on the drink. Chat with him, why not? Thanks for this speech, there's Wagner. Looks like you didn't have to miss out after all. Thanks, Morg. I thought it'd be damned governor would never shut up. Thanks to Morg. Did he give you the history of his entire family? He tried, then asked me to clean up his mess. For your benefit, turns out. I had given him a job to you, too. Gods, there's no joy in politics. Speaking of what happens in this business with Ludin. Hopefully the boy gets back to Abergon on his own. And I can take out some frustration on the dredge or something. It's starting to sound like Hakan. I don't know. Hakan? Like pecan? I don't know. You don't like the life of a diplomat? Haha. Don't you miss the fight, Ubin? Down your meat, insteadly replying, Wagner slouches and shakes his head. There's no great joy in killing Dredge, but this, pretty sure, is the nonsense and some scheme between the two kings to force some kind of lineage. Used to be warriors. Warriors follow you for what you've done. Isn't that why they follow you now? Is it? Or is it because I'm next in line? These lines are getting muddy. Old Varl. They've always been muddy, Wagner. Wagner stares at the campfire, lost in thought. You leave him to it. your eyes groggling. The campsite is casually of merriment. Morg, oh my god, is already kicking worries awake when you spot Luden in your direction. He sidesteps, sleepy bodies. Better wake up. You nudge Wagner. You're needed. Ah, it's Luden. Well, always a pleasure. You look well rested. Wagner releases a cage yawn, receiving a hard-eyed stare in return. How long to Grofheim? Ah, we're only 2 days out of Strahd, you know. Come, I'll show you on the map. And this is where it gets interesting. The map is actually quite big. Whereas the game only takes part in some of it, but it's still hopefully what we're going to get to explore throughout the whole game. Or the whole four-part series, as that's what this is going to be. And presumably if they give one out every 2 years, or create one out every 2 years, then we should be good, which would be awesome. So, the world map. Drag the map around. A portrait icon shows where the caravan is in the world. You can also tap on any location to get some history about it. When you know the map, tap the X on the bottom of the screen. So, oh boy. Sorry about that. Here's our whole map. It kind of looks like, I think Iceland? A little bit. Sort of, or Denmark-y. Whereas there's still more up here. But I don't actually know where it's inspired from. So here's where we're at right here. Strahd was not even... Oh, here's Strahd, okay. And we traveled across the trail to here. And presumably, yeah, we're going to Grofheim, Helm. And the human capital was... Runwall? No. Abergun, right here. This is the human capital. So they already traveled about halfway. And I assume they came through the docks. Oh, and they came on boats too, so whatever boats they didn't leave, they brought with them, which is pretty nuts. So let's click on Grofheim over here. Last home of the Varl and seat of power, founded by Arwen from the second Varl king. Though the Varl moved around a lot, most consider Grofheim their capital. The deeds of the Varl honored here. All warriors are worth buried at the foot of the two spears, which presumably is what we get when we win a battle, where they are said to become part of the Varl's march itself. Interesting. And we're going here. Named Bad Weather, the gales blow from the bay around the mountain peaks. Vard held in general unpleasant state. Really cement name was kind of person who lived here. Men outcast from Strahd, one reason or another, with nowhere else to go. Ew. Alright, so where do we... Here's our exit. We head north, then east, past the folks. Grofheim's far from Strahd. It's going to be a long march. Should have a drink last night, Luden. Why don't you take the ships from Skirmir's steed? What's the point of marching? Silverstone Bay is called that for a reason. It stays covered in ice all year. It would tear up the long ships. Too bad, though. We could have showed you all the wonders of Skirmir's. Half-sunken ship crawling with dredge prints, dredge and glaciers. You would like glaciers? Loon exhausts through his nose, a poor disguise of his contempt. He turns and boats aside. The tent flops as he goes, barking as his company in the distance. Don't punk the anthill, Wagner. He seems no happier to be here than you. Spend a few more days with the boy, old friend. You've been looking like a tall cliff to hop off to. Looking for a tall cliff. Luden's got a shorter wick than Hakon. Thanks to Wagner. Let's move. Another half a day to Vardfell if we're lucky. So camp. Camp is where you manage your caravan. During the travel, you can enter the camp by tapping the camp button on the travel hub. Both the camp or in the towns, you can upgrade your allies to equip them in the hero's tent. You can pass time by using the rest tent. Resting can improve caravan's morale. A high morale will reduce casualties in war and affect your willpower in combat. Each passing day, you will use supplies. Only rest when it's necessary. The training tent will allow you to safely travel out any characters in a mock battle, or test out. Ooh, sorry. Tap leave at the bottom of the campsite when you're ready to go back to the road. So here's tent. Click unit to promote and learn about his abilities. So we got Gunuff, Ludin. Oh, we can go through them like here. So Gunuff, a Warhawk. Click on the ability to learn about the unit's ability. So blah blah blah. I'm not gonna read each and every lore piece. So we have our Warhawk, which does a spin. What's this? So we got 1 kill. When he became Varro's tax collector, he was given encouraged the bodyguards to transfer gold across. Hadron Gunuff is one of the reasons from the original group still alive, and for a good reason. And they each get an item here, and they have skill points we can use to level them up, which is based upon each kill. So the Spearmasters, he has an Impale, knockback a space, knockback 2 spaces. Impale does each skill will encourage allies to fight harder. Nice. And Impale. Okay. I don't know what that does. Splintering Impact Master. Oh, not the War Master. Hits harder. Average warrior with no chance to miss. He can wreak havoc with initial strength and break damage to the target, plus bonus to heavy attack. So 1 to break, 2 to strength and break, and 3. Oh boy. Oh, so tired. I'm sorry, guys. The Shieldmaster strikes an adjacent enemy for armor damage before blundering down and boosting his passive ability. Return the favor to even more than 1 armor damage per turn. Use Bring the Pain. The Shieldmaster can create forward charge, then pushes enemies for ganging up. So it just does break. And we don't have anything to upgrade them. Okay. And we'll get more later on. It's training. Training guard. We'll go here just to show you guys what it's like. Training tent. The training tent allows you to test your party against a team of classmen of equal power. Training fights never injure your allies or grant renown, but they do test your strategy safely in battle. Safely. Trainer will give hints to play effectively. Has something about each ability. Come here to test out new characters as you can. Tap. End training. So yeah. Just want to show you. And you can just do the same combat. I'm not going to rest, and we're just going to leave. Off we go.
Winterfell. Even the name means bad weather, where frozen wind sweeps in from the bay. They tend livestock, but most are just men driven from Strand with nowhere else to go. Why else would anyone stay? We won't stop long.
By Holborg. It's a lot of Varl for some missing cattle. What? Couple days we sent word to Strahd about cattle. Didn't expect an army. He looks pleased with himself until it sinks in that you aren't here on his behalf. Where have your cattle gone? Well, no. My boys seen men up in the hills carrying them away. Don't know how many men can hoist a whole cattle by himself. Scrafflings out here, maybe? Could the Varl have been working for them? Not from what the government told me. I'm going to take a look around and get camp set up. The peasant splits his eyes, anxiously darting about the caravan as tents set up. We'll be here no more than a day. There's silver for any food you've got. For hundreds of Varl? Are you serious? Whatever you're willing to sell. You think of squatting? Not enough room for a couple of hunters. Forget hundreds. Should up hear that? Where's Ludin? It's faint. Sounds like fighting something else. Hakon takes a run over. Oh my god. Clicking a tab will automatically make a path. You can also set ways. Once you cool. Spearman can attack diagonally after 2 tiles. This is the right banner. The top right of the banner to compare with an enemy's. Alright. For each enemy's armor higher than yours, there's a 10% chance that the attack will be deflected. Notice that the hit above, so attack the enemy's strength. with 50 chance. Come on. Deflect. Deflects attack do no damage, but from here you will fail catastrophically if you don't break the armor. So this is what I was talking about, how you need armor. Or need to break armor. Damaging both strength and armor is equally important. And he only has one armor break. Shit. And get wrecked. Oh my god. Good job, Luden. Good job. So he has a 2. We'll move him there. Stuttering impact. We'll go for it. Jason Tridge take 3 damage or more. Guess I'll just move up. Nope, can't do anything with him. Oh, another poor Varl. So just straight up attack him for 1 damage of armor break. Oh my god, we're gonna get wrecked. Put all of it into that. This will have him attack for strength and him attack for... Oh, never mind. Forget what I said about that strength. It's just not happening. So bring the pain on him. Kind of, no. Tempest? Yeah, we'll just do a Tempest. That would work. So that still does more damage. But, oh fuck. Full force break the rest of that armor because he's going to be very problematic. Oh, I should have done for damage, but instead of armor, but we'll have to deal with it. What happens if we hit bring the pain on both? Nothing? Straight for 6. Yeah, that's fine. Eight. We'll go for it. Now he becomes less... Oh, we hit him too. Nice. They seem like really out of place though. For like their weapons. They kind of remind me of Frost Giants, I guess. Whenever an enemy falls to battle, 1 willpower starts to be added to horn. Using the horn will give 1 power to the active ally. Willpower. Okay, good. So we'll use that. Have him move right there and kick this guy's ass. Oh. And final blow here for 10 damage. And he got promoted. Nice. Your renown grows. Promoted. Nice. Trying to get yourself killed, Luden? What are you doing? I was finding a shot in between those plates. You ever seen a dredge before, boy? What kind of idiot breaks their armor? What kind of idiot? Break their armor first. Where'd they come from? Didn't even see them. They were just there. Hawkeye knows where Wagner lies face down. The future Varl King lies motionless, aside from a pool of spilling blood. Wagner is dead. Chapter 2, cut with a keen-edged sword. Alright, well, I do believe that's where I'm going to leave it off for today, after we're going to let this last cutscene go through. Where did that come from? Shh, stay close. I think it saw us. What happens before battle? Blah. Rook and Elite. I don't know what her name is. Sorry. Play with the blues. Hit ready. Alright, let's see. We're gonna save. Okay, so we'll come back to this tomorrow. Or whenever I do the next stream, so. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will be sure to post another. Actually, this one's down. I will be sure to post another reminder when I'm going to be streaming next. Usually that same day, for when I do it at night. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you.